This is the hindquarter, and what I'm going to do is show you how to process one so that you separate all the muscle groups in it the best we can here, so that you can utilize all the meat for roast or steaks or whatever you want. So this is the hindquarter. I'm taking off the shank first, and what I'm trying to do is, like I said, get all the muscle groups separate and take off his shank bone. There is some meat on here that you can use for soup, like my wife does. And so what you would do now is you have the bone that runs through here still attached, and what you want to do is you want to take and put it up on the sirloin tip side, pointing upward. So as you're looking at this, you want to put this end down, and you want to bring this up and set it up on its side, and this is where the shank was attached. And right here where this knuckle joint is right here, you want to go straight down till you hit the bone. Then you want to turn it, and just be careful what you're doing, and follow that bone all the way across until it stops at the next knuckle, and then you want to turn it and pull up. Right there you have the sirloin tip, you have the inside tenderloin, which is the best cut of meat. Then you have the back strap, which is the next set, and then you have the sirloin tip that many people miss out on. That's the next one. What we want to do is we want to cap this so we can pull this off. It pulls off fairly easily. Cap the sirloin tip just like that, and you can take this and clean this up for some ground meat, put that into grinding, clean it up however you desire. And this piece right here basically is a roast. You can put it as a roast, sirloin tip roast. You can actually take this and begin cutting it cross grain right here if you want to cut steaks. What we do with this is we'll freeze it as a whole roast, and then when it's partially frozen, you can take and slice this cross grain, and that way you can get any thickness you want, stir fries, fajitas, whatever you want to do with it. So there you have the sirloin tip. Now what we're going to do is we're going to separate this. We're going to debone it, take this leg bone out of the inside. And this is really not that difficult to do either if you have a good flex bone. And just be careful what you're doing here with this bone also. And we'll get this cut loose and just roll it out of there, basically.
Flat bone, flat knife.
And there we go. This will be ready to pop out of here. The flex bone knife is the best way to go. That way you can maneuver in around the bone. My wife likes to leave a little meat on the bone so she can make soup out of it. So then, if you can see this, the inside of that, after you've taken that bone out, you can pull this apart and start to find the seam. Just pull it. That's the best way to do it. And then you slowly cut. What this does is, this opens it up. This is the bottom round. This is the top round that we'll clean up. This is the top round. This is the eye of round. As you can see, it's already starting to come apart here. That way you can separate these muscle groups out and just pull and separate it. That right there is the top round. You can clean this up, take some of that silver skin off there. Again, as a roast, you can cut this cross grain, or you can cook it as a roast. Fajitas, stir fry, steaks, whatever you want to do. This is some people just put this in the grinding, and it's another piece of meat you can use. This is the eye of round here, and it also will roll out of here, and you can clean this one up also just like the others. And there's the eye of round. Cut it cross grain. Any of these pieces, if you cut them with the grain, you can make jerky out of them. They're separate muscles now. You can do whatever you want with them. Roast, steaks, jerky, fajita, stir fry, whatever you like. And then the last piece we have here, this is the bottom round. And you can prepare this one also. This will just pull right off here. And you can clean this up for grinding. Take some of the silver skin off there. This also you can clean up. And this is the bottom round. So bottom round, sirloin tip, eye of round. Oop. Got the newspaper on here. And there's the top round. Like I said, you can clean these pieces up for whatever you want to do with it. Cut them cross grain, cut them with the grain so that you can make jerky out of it. And then the rest of that for grinding, shank bones for soup, and that's how you process a hindquarter.